NSC Fan TV. Drew here with Scott at the Kid Release Homecoming Tour.
Downtown here in Nashville,
and Central Barbecue.
Yeah.
11th Street. We're here doing the thing after a long hiatus, after getting knocked out, unfortunately.
Woo.
But we're back this time in style. We've got new kids. We've got people talking about the song. And we've got a stadium being built, almost ready. You can see how that's looking online.
Got stadium coming. We've got some roster rotation, roster changes.
Johnston being, sold, and that going for no payment, which doesn't seem.
I don't know if that doesn't make sense, but we'll have separate videos for all of those.
Yep, we will.
So we're going to just have separate videos. So this is the first of the crew. So we wanted to talk first about the anthem. We're going to talk about the anthem. A lot of critical conversation about
the song,
whether or not "I'll Never Give Up on You" is a good anthem for the crew. Let's hear the case for the positive.
Okay. The case. Well, maybe we should start with the negative.
Let's start with the negative.
If we start with the negative, then we can.
Why we have to make the case for the positive? Because it's already in place.
It's already in place. It's already great.
Okay. So what are the criticisms?
The criticisms are that it's tacky, or that it's passe, or that it's corny, or that it's something that you don't want to be seen or hear Kurt singing. Right?
I've also heard that it's slow and that it's not very positive. It's the song that you sing when you lose.
And it may not be a song that reflects something about Nashville's music culture, even.
Okay.
I've seen that one.
Okay. So those are a lot of that.
That's quite.
Those are converging on no.
Well, as it stands, we've only got the negative argument.
We've only got the negative, and maybe also to appreciate one of the arguments for the negative is that because it's a slow song and it's at the beginning of games, folks have said this isn't a really hyping song.
It's not like you're excited,
right? Yeah. So there's that problem. So those are all good reasons to kind of think maybe we should think a little bit more about the song.
They're okay reasons when you view them, I think, abstracted from the situation. So when you look more at like what an anthem does for a team, I think that a lot of those arguments end up not sticking. So to speak, right? So take for example, and I can't help.
It's the best analogy coming.
To build the positive argument. Liverpool's "You'll Never Walk Alone." I mean, they've got a hashtag for it. YNWA. I mean, you go to any of the Liverpool FC posts, you're going to see hashtag "You'll Never Walk Alone." Hashtag YNWA. That is their anthem through and through.
Yeah.
Whether they win or lose.
And whenever you hear all of Anfield say, walk on, walk on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you'll never walk alone.
Yeah.
That is amazing, it gives you chills.
Yeah. It's the history is there. I mean, they let the history get built. Granted, right, the history of Liverpool is a lot longer than NSC.
Granted.
But we give it enough time, it'll be a classic, I think.
And the other thing to remember is that song was a song out of just a musical.
Yeah, that's right.
It wasn't even like a special Liverpool thing. It was just a song from a musical.
Yeah.
So, if you invest, you get traditions. Now, again, the question is whether or not folks want to invest. And so we can say hey, if you invest, you get this great tradition.
Hey, but if this is your club and you're repping it, I say, why aren't you investing?
So I'm going to tell a story that, and you were there for this, but maybe you didn't hear the conversation when we had the playoff game with Orlando. Some Orlando fans were in some seats in front of us, and they heard "I'll Never Give Up on You."
That's right.
And they were moved. They were like, "That is amazing. That song is so powerful. That made me want to be a fan of your team." They said that to us before kickoff in a playoff game.
In our
stadium. And these are people that traveled from Orlando to see this, and they were like, that moved me. That made me want to cheer for you guys. So,
but also the ritual behind it. I mean, the ritual's been there with it. You can put your clapping up, and come on, it comes on, and you're at an NSC game. You get hyped. You get ready.
It's true.
I mean, you change the song, you got to redo all that. I mean, it's that you've broken what history you've got with it.
So,
and then
But this is the thing about traditions. Traditions have got sort of ongoing conversations about what's worth keeping and what's worth removing from it. And so I think that, we've kind of got this, these moments where we're like, look, I think I can appreciate the thought that they want a kind of a more upbeat and maybe something a little bit more historically Nashville to be reflected in there. So I can appreciate those two thoughts. I guess the other thought is that, one, the song is, I think, just fantastic. I think that it's sort of got the moments, and again the crowd clapping. I think that judging the song on its merits is maybe a sort of a de gustibus non disputatum kind of circumstance where it's like, well, I may just have a different taste.
Yeah.
But but to your point, there's a whole lot of other stuff that we do around that song that I think is just really communally special.
Yeah, it's got it. I mean, it's not just that it's a tradition that we keep. That's another, right. I think, good point against mine is that
it's only going to 2 years.
Just waiting for the discussion to be built about like it being a tradition.
Yeah.
But it's also fun. I mean, just as a more personal, how I feel about it, it's really fun. It doesn't even matter how tacky or cheesy people think it is.
Cheesy's good, man.
I think the cheesier the better.
There's a reason why cheese is cheese, man.
Although I might not be the best person to say this, because sometimes after a loss, I'm feeling spiteful.
I have seen you do this, where I can't remember. There was a loss where I was like, "Get your colors up." I was like, "I'm sitting."
I'm sitting. I was pouty. I was like a little kid, like a 7-year-old who get to go to the park. Like I showed everyone I was mad. Like
yeah.
But hey, I get it. Not a good song for before the game. You think, it should be more hype. It should be more energetic, electric. But after a game, even as somebody who just will pout after a loss, I'm just like, I'll never give up on it.
I'll never give up on you. Right now I'm a little angry, though.
A little bit right now, but I'll be over it in like an hour and a couple of beers.
Yeah. All right, well, so I guess we kind of got to the bottom of it. Maybe what we need to do is find somebody who's really committed to I'll never give up on you out.
Oh, okay. Never give up on you outers. The never give up on you outers.
Oh, yeah, they're going to give up on the song. So there was even like a post on social media where it was like, people, like this is how far it's gotten. People were even posting on social media that they wanted to make a scarf that says, "This song blows," while they hold up during the song. That's
heinous.
That's taking it far, man. That's taking it far.
That's heinous. That's heinous.
That's
too far. At that point, you can do so much better things for the club.
Yeah,
they get the song
kicked
out. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is an ongoing conversation.
There will be more to be said later.
We will find a Never Give Up on You outer sometime soon.
And we'll put him up live in front of everyone.
You will get to have your say. But for now, we'll continue supporting the song. Colors up.
I'll rest a bit sanguine about it,
I think that as with all critical conversations about who we are and what we're doing, we need to make sure that all the voices are heard. And we can have a respectful conversation.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Because the whole objective here is so that we stay a week.
Stay a week.
So that we stay a week.
The I, and I'll never give up on you. So like,
we'll never give up. We'll never give up.
We all stated as an I, but as a collective, that's a we. Yeah.
All right.
NSC Fan TV. Okay.